Hey guys, it's JL Phoenix and welcome to the stream. So today's stream, I wanted to kind of discuss some of my future plans for the channel as well as some future plans I have for just JL Phoenix Productions as a whole. And of course today is definitely one of those days where I'm like, kind of taking it easy a little bit. I'll also be discussing a few updates here and there. I won't be going into tremendous detail due to the fact that I do have a stream plan where I'll go through like all of my updates and stuff that I have planned for everything, pretty much. Sorry. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to go ahead and transition over to my other screen. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to be going over some of my future plans, as well as some minor updates here and there, just little things, and of course, doing some artwork and stuff, or drawing today. So, as far as like discussing some future plans I have for the channel, or well, not just the channel, just for everything as a whole. But the main thing, like I said before on many other streams, is that I do want to start posting animations and doing more animations on the channel, and actually do like a little mini animated series. That's one of my future goals I have in mind, right? I haven't. Well, I'm not gonna go into that. But yeah, that's one of the future goals. Another future goal I have for the channel as well is that I want to definitely continue. I want to continue doing more story-based speed drawings. So far, I only have 2 right now, which is the first one I did was Tale of Adalida, and the second one I did was World Enders, which is the latest one I just did. I had released a video for that like last week, so last Saturday I released a video for that. That was the one with Thana and Antos. If you have not seen that video, I suggest you do go and see it. I think it's pretty fire. Let's see. Oh, on top of that, I want to also discuss some of the other things too that I got kind of planned. So, eventually, at some point, I'm going to, do a little more, like, possibly do a live stream on my book and everything. Like, as far as, like, the development of it, doing more development type live stream for my novel. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a novel. For those of you who've been around the channel, like, forever at this point, like, and was here during the first stream when I first announced my book, the Terra Anthology, I'm going to, like, I do have plans to talk more about the book on stream at some point, but right now it's not the time yet. But I have been talking more about it on my Patreon. I have posted some updates, or rather, yeah, I've posted an update on the progress of the book and what I've been doing up until this point. And I will be posting more in the future, the near future, especially with the more that I've worked on it, and as we get closer to eventually finishing and releasing the book. I have planned to release the book by like August of this year, hopefully, if things play out correctly, you know, if things go right, we'll be able to have that book out way before Christmas comes rolling around. So stay tuned for that. I hope you're excited for that. I know I am. I'm like stoked. Like, it's been quite a journey for me, honestly, just getting to this point. So, woohoo! Let's see. So, one of the drawings I'm gonna do today, because outside of like finishing the one drawing I've been working on since last stream, like every so many streams I will kind of work on that one. I'm going to be finishing the coloring for that today, so I'm going to actually like open Photoshop. So that way I can finish the drawing. I'm not gonna lie, I can't seem to find myself. Alright, here we go. I also changed up the setup for my how I have my screen set. So I now officially will not be in complete shrimp form anymore. I will now be sitting in a better position. Yeah. Okay. As far as some other plans I have for this, as far as like future plans as well that I have too. Well, this is more of a goal rather than it's a plan. Like, one of my goals too, especially for this channel, is to reach 1K subscribers by the end of this year. That's one of the goals I'm aiming for. But you know, of course, if we don't get to 1K by the end of this year, at least hopefully we can get halfway there, you know. But that was just one of the mini goals that I have for, or shall I say future goals that I have for this channel. Another future goal I had too was to eventually go to conventions and stuff, you know, start going to cons or whatnot, so one, y'all can actually like, you know, see me there, and number two, it's good to get that experience, you know, or I guess spread my wings. Let's see, gotta get this gold color. I hope y'all can actually like hear the music. Let me know if you can't. That way I can adjust it and fix it if I need to. Also on top of that too, with the whole goals being mentioned as well, I also will be, of course, opening the floor for Q&A, as it says in my title of this video, or stream I should say. I am allowing for Q&A. Oof, I did not mean to hit my mic like that. I'm just trying to move my thing closer to me. Okay. Now, there's also a couple other things I have planned as well. As far as some other things I wanted to do. Like, I was thinking about, like, maybe moving my gaming streams to my gaming channel. Possibly. I don't know. I'm still debating it. I want to know if you got what you guys think on the matter. Like, yeah, if you happen to hear what sounds like a lawnmower, that is exactly what that is. That's, my neighbors. They're mowing their lawn right now. Oh, joy. But, yeah, like I said, I am thinking about, possibly moving my gaming streams to my gaming channel. I'm not fully sure on it yet. Like, I'm still debating it. I might just keep them on here, being that it's just, I don't know, it's one of the many things that I do on this channel, outside of art and telling stories of characters that I'm drawing. Speaking of stories that characters that I'm drawing, I actually don't even have a story for this character right here. I think I did previously when I first started streaming. But, like, I don't know. Look, if you don't write it down, it's bound to be forgotten. That's what happens. That's one of the reasons why I had to make sure that I write a lot of my stuff down, because I will forget things. Or was it forget certain details about certain characters? So, as a rule of thumb for my writers out there, or my folks who have characters of their own and they got stories and stuff, and you're like, man, it's kind of hard for me to remember certain details about them, always write it down, like, somewhere where you can see it, and also where you can go back and read it to see your notes and stuff. And of course, if you have any new ideas for the character, always write that down too. Speaking of ideas and stuff for characters and stuff, because I kind of want to talk a little bit about, like, when it comes to developing characters, at least how I go about with developing characters. Usually what I do is, like, I think of each of my characters individually, and then, like, just kind of write out their story, essentially. Like, especially if I'm realizing that a character that I created feels like they're not, like, fitting into the world, I take them out of the world for a second and then just be like, okay, how would your story go if you were in a standalone? If you weren't with other characters in this story, how would your story go about? Come on. So that's what I usually think and place, because I had to recently do this to one of my characters in my main story. Like, I had to take him out the story and, like, fix him up and try and get him to actually fit in it, or at least feel more natural to it, and not feel like, dang, this dude is being outshined by everyone else. I don't want to say it. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Okay. Oh, man. Ooh, what did you do? I want my stuff back. No, it's this one. There you go. Okay. Yeah, that's not the right one here. But yeah, like I was saying, I had to remove him out the story because he was just getting, like, everyone else was outshining him. Even, like, my background characters outshone him. And I was sitting there going, like, dang, he just does not feel like he fits. So, like I said, I had to take him out the story, and I had to completely overhaul, or, well, I guess not necessarily overhaul, more like I had to take him out and, like, rework him a bit. You know, be like, okay, if this story was just focused on him, how would the story go about, right? How would it entail, essentially? Like, what is his motivations? What's his reason for doing what he does? You know, that still wasn't a motivation. I just said it twice. But, you know, just basically simple things that I think about. Like, okay, if I were to actually interact with his character, how would he be like? How would he react to these situations? If he was in danger and all this stuff. You know, it was just simple things that I considered. I even considered how he would respond towards danger, and among a couple other things. And there was I think there was a couple other questions I asked myself too while I was writing him. I tend to ask a lot of questions when I create characters and create stories and worlds and stuff. Even when I draw, I ask questions. I'm like, okay, what's the point? Like, the biggest part is what's the point, you know? And then the next part is like, okay, well, once I find out the point, alright, so why? I asked myself a bunch of why questions as well. Like, why does this happen? Why does this character does this? Why does the character look this way? Why does the character choose to do these actions and stuff? It's just simple questions I ask myself when I create characters, or when I create the character. I should say when I create characters and create worlds and stuff that they're in. That's one of the reasons why I have so many. It's simply because I create so many worlds and so many characters, because I answer a lot of questions. I'm like, what? It's like, because sometimes it's my what if questions. That's what ends up creating new worlds out of it, or what? That's how I end up creating new worlds. I end up asking what if questions and I answer it, kinda, sorta, no matter how rough it is. Give me one moment. I gotta plug up my computer. There you go. Yeah, it's just a bunch of questions I asked myself. And I think that's kind of like, I guess, the secret to writing, or the I don't know. I'm gonna call it the secret to writing. I will coin it as that. My secret to writing is asking a bunch of questions. Why this, why that, why? What if? And then sometimes it's a question of, can I? Should I? Could I? But that's actually one of the things I do enjoy about, like, writing stories, creating characters, and world building and stuff, is just simply taking the time out to just imagine what different scenarios would be, and different worlds with different types of themes and stuff. Especially since, like, now, a lot of you probably know that, like, for those of you who've been around the channel long enough and have seen my one video where I was... Actually, I think most of my videos I've mentioned the fact that I go on Patreon, excuse me, wrong place. I go on Pinterest quite often to get ideas and stuff for inspiration and all that, because, you know, you can get... They got a lot of stuff that's on there that's really good for inspiration, and also a way for you to find other artists too, which is also really cool. But I tend to go on there and get different inspiration for stuff, and that's how I always end up getting sparked for new ideas, as far as, like, ooh, what if I made a world where the characters are wearing, like, crazy outfits, you know? Which, speaking of outfits, that's one of the things I love to design. I love designing outfits. That's my favorite thing to do. Outside of coming out with crazy hairstyles. And, like, you'll probably notice too, like, even with a lot of my videos, that I do have characters where some of the most extravagant of outfits. Fancy dancy. Oh, I think that's a piece of her hair right there. Hold on, let me double check though. It is. Oh, I missed that. I don't even know how I did that. Actually, I do know. I'm gonna kind of turn up the music a little bit. Again, let me know if you can actually hear the music, so that way, you know, I can adjust accordingly. Oh my god, my voice is trying to go out now. Please don't, I need it. But yeah, as far as things that I like to design too, I also like to well, actually, I also enjoy coming up with different like environments too. I've talked about this before, I believe, on my last stream, that I like to design environments or come up with different ones. Because, you know, the environments you create can tell a lot, like give a lot of insight into a story. So that's why I'm like, oh yeah, I really like to design it and stuff. I want to go back to modeling 3D environments. I want to go back to doing that again. But I have to learn Blender. And Blender has such a learning curve. Because, like, you know, going from, I say you know a lot, jeez. Going from Maya to Blender is like a leap. Or I guess not just a leap, it's more like a hop, I guess. I don't know, a jump, something like that. Like it's jarring, I would say, because of the fact that I'm like I'm going from one discipline to another, or not necessarily, more like I'm going from one style of, I guess, one style of layout of a program to a different one, and what's considered industry standard programs are, you know, because once you train in that, it's kind of hard to break out of it, essentially, especially since I had like I did it for over 3 years, I think. Yeah, I used Maya for over 3 years. Right? Was it 3 complete years? Well, it was either 2 years and a couple months or exactly 3 years. But yeah, I've been using it for a while, and you know, since I'm no longer in school, I can't use it right now because, you know, the subscription for it had went up. Yeah. But yeah, so eventually I'm gonna have to take the time out to sit down and just actually learn Blender. I'm like one out of a million people who are like, I need to sit down and learn Blender. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I actually need to. So that way I can, like, quench my urge to want to model in 3D. Okay, let's see. I don't think I have to... I do still have to do some shading. Okay. So I will get going with that. I'm like 4 PC sounds like it's taking off into space. Okay. There's still some parts I need to color here that's still gotta be colored gold. And then I'll go from there. Ah! Man. Did not mean to turn that on. Now, to get back to talking about, like, designing environments. Now, for my latest speed drawing, now, I was telling my patrons, however we call them, that, I had to push back the one I was working on because of the fact that I wanted to do, like, the same style of opening that I did for, Thana and Antos. Because they exist in the same universe, the other character that is coming. If you're on the Patreon, you know. But, I was thinking about doing the same intro like that. Like the, what I like to call it, the video game style intros. Man, every time I'm like, I think to myself, man, you wanna know what'd be cool? If I, like, make this, like, how, they do the intros, the prologue intros in, like in Okami or in, The Legend of Zelda, which, look, if y'all been sticking around the channel long enough, you know I am a huge Zelda fan. So, like, you're probably gonna see it in a lot of my works. Just like, oh, hey, look at that. But yeah, I was still debating on doing the intro like that, because I might not. I don't know. I'm still, like, I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it. Maybe I might do, like, a poll at some point. Maybe have y'all, like, give some insight. Like, okay, should I do the intro like this, yes or no? Because I'm not so sure. I might, like, color this part of the sleeve gold too, or I might just use a different color. I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking about it. My water, take a sip. I might actually commit to coloring this gold as I proceed to do that. Yes. Oh, another thing I want to point out too, because I kind of made mention of it earlier, but I wanted to. Okay, I had to check. I'm gonna start, like, posting more of my my work in progress and some concept art and stuff on my Patreon. However, concept art would only be available for Infernal tier and up, if I remember correctly. I hope I did not forget one of my other tiers. That would be crazy. Proceeds to double check to make sure I didn't give it to another tier. Yeah, no. I was correct. Okay, so Infernal and Up, y'all get to see. We'll start seeing more concept art. I've already posted like 2. One of which is for my comic I was working on, or manga. I should just call it a manga. I don't know why I'm like, yeah, comic. It's manga. For the manga I'm working on, and because I started on it like last year, right? That was the one that I was like trying to do a challenge for and didn't quite work out. And if I remember correctly, yeah, I couldn't do the showcase because I got sick at the last. It was that last week, the final week of October, and I was supposed to be streaming that day or that Saturday, but I didn't get to. But I might do that challenge for myself again to do like try and make a manga in a month. But I might actually make it so it's like, oh, well, baby steps, because of the fact it's your first time actually officially making one. So, if anything, I might give myself 100 days to make it. I will be giving myself 100 days to make it. It's not a might, I will be. But I'll let you guys know when I do that challenge. Patrons, of course, will be I'll let them know first. It's just easier to just kind of post my ideas and stuff on there, honestly. I've noticed that. Speaking of Patreon, I have to apologize to my patrons, especially my Azures. I'm so sorry, all of you, for posting almost every single minute of the day. Like, honestly, I didn't realize the amount I was posting until I actually looked and I said, oh, this is a lot. I hope it's not like overwhelming, because you know I'm like, I do so much in a day that I'm like, oh well. Okay, so now I'm on to trying to figure out, like, what to color her outfit. Like, I have no idea what to color it. I gotta find myself a color. What I think what I would do is just, like, grab a color, just color the entire dress, and then just kind of, like, figure it out from there. Because I don't know what I want. I'm gonna like do like a light purple color here. I don't know what color this is specifically, but it's a purple color. Hello to those who are just joining in. I am currently trying to figure out if I really want to stick with this color or not. But I did discuss earlier about some of the future plans and ideas that I have, that I am, planning for the channel? Yeah. For both the channel and both for any sort of like side projects, future things like certain events and stuff. Like eventually I want to go to conventions and stuff and have my own booth and be able to meet some of y'all. Like, hi, it's JL. Look at all this stuff. Yeah, cause what I was thinking too was that when I eventually go to when I start going to cons and stuff, hopefully by then, well, the plan is by then I have at least 2 of my books finished. Y'all have no idea how many books I got planned. and that are currently in progress, or was it currently in production? I think that's a better way of saying it. But one of which I'm actually almost finished with, or shall I say almost done, as far as writing it, I'm almost done, which is the anthology. As I said earlier in the stream, I will be sharing more details about the book, like on my Patreon, and then eventually I'll talk more about it on stream. But in the meantime, it's like, yeah, most of the progress I'll be sharing on Patreon about. Which I kind of already started. I probably do like progress updates. What do you call those? Not the pipeline. Although I was thinking about like sharing my entire pipeline that I have planned for like the book and everything and what I want to do. But go away, taskbar. Why? No. Sorry about that. I was not trying to click on that. Now, I've made this complaint before about like, was it when it comes to me like drawing on my PC? It's like, See, when I'm on my Apple or my MacBook, I should specify like I pin the taskbar like all the way up on the side of the other screen. So like it's literally on my was it my other monitor? It's not on my drawing tablet. It's like on the computer screen. So that way, while I'm recording, it doesn't pop up. Because that's what happened in my older recordings. That would keep happening. So I had eventually, it was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm fed up. So I just like pinned it to the side of, was it the left side of my computer screen? So it would be my left, my computer's right. Just so it could like stay out of my way. But I could also still access all of the apps and stuff on there. Crazy. But it was funny because the reason why I didn't do it at first when I was first running into that issue was the fact because I was just used to having the taskbar like at the bottom of the screen opposed to it being on the side. But because like I said, I did a lot of recording and stuff, I was just like, I have to commit. So I had finally did it that way. Just so it could be out of my way and I could like draw freely. Or color freely? Yeah, because usually when I'm coloring, like my pen just kind of go, like I just take my pen everywhere. Across the screen. It's like, meow. Zooming around. Carefully coloring these spots in. And yeah. Hello to those who are just coming in. Once again. I try to make sure I greet every new person that comes in. Because like, previous streams I didn't keep doing that, so I'm going to stay on top of that, I promise. They say you shouldn't make promises you're not able to keep. You know what? Nah, it's another goal of mine. Another, part of that future plan thing of, okay, make sure you greet the new people coming in. Or people who just coming in general. Yeah. But I hope all y'all are having a good day, afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time of the day it is for you. I don't know if I like this color. I'm just trying to commit to finish coloring the entire dress like this, so that way I'm like, if I want to change it, I'll just change it. That's the beauty of working on digital medium. You can always change the colors whenever you feel like it. I'm on the wrong tool. And it's made easier, or possible, I guess. Whatever the word is. It's just made a lot easier, simpler, even. Because all I have to do is just, like, go either on, like, hue and saturation, or, I don't know, what are those things? Just to change the color. It's just made that much easier. Oh, another thing I was thinking about doing too, once because I'm actually aiming to finishing coloring this drawing. That is with the effects and all. I'm aiming to finishing it today. I should be able to, because like I don't have a whole lot I need to color left over. And the only thing I would be doing left is like going over, making sure there's no like, what do you call it, like missing spaces or whatnot. So there is that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. The crazy thing is that like I don't fully remember the original colors I want to use. Usually, right, before I color anything, I always have like a picture in my mind what I'm aiming for, what colors I'm going to use. But this is one of those situations where it's like I don't necessarily have any clue what colors I want to use, so I will literally just throw whatever on and then just figure it out as I go. And it's a lot easier to do it on digital medium. What program you use? I use Photoshop. That's the program I use. Yes. But like I was saying, yeah, I could always just like change the colors, whatever, and whatnot. It's just a lot easier to do it on digital medium. On paper, on the other hand, I literally had to be like, okay, let me grab all my color pencils and all my markers and just mark up a bunch of pages just to figure out what colors I want to use for this. And then I just kind of go from there. The only thing is that, like, you know, once you put, like, once you put a mark on the page, like, as far as, like, a color on the page or whatnot, it's like, oh, well, I either have to commit or grab another color and color over it. And just make it act like it would, or just act like I was shading it on purpose, or I was doing some sort of blending technique. It didn't even switch to a eraser. I don't know why. And just kind of go from there. Speaking of on paper, like drawing on paper and stuff, or coloring on paper in general, I was actually trying to like record a traditional speed drawing, but my phone camera was not working with me and I wanted to fight it. I was like, I was like, it's just not looking good. And then the crazy thing on top of that, I could not find my tablet. See, back in ye olden days, ye early days of when I was doing YouTube, when I was but a humble teenager, I used my tablet to record my traditional speed drawings and stuff. That's how I got started. And that was how, and from there I was just like, oh yeah, that was actually how I got to have it like be as big as it was, like have the video be as widescreen as it was or whatnot. Or was it landscape? Have it set to landscape, yeah. So basically, being that I was so used to recording like that. So when I tried to record with my phone, I was just like, the angle isn't right. Because with my tablet, all I had to do was like, it was a lot easier to kind of put it over the drawing and have it on top of it, opposed to me using my phone where it was just like, dang, it's not on top of it. It's so real. I prefer to do art on paper, but I can see how you like digital. Yeah. Personally, I like both mediums. I love digital and traditional. Traditional because I can get this like level of sharpness when I draw. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but like there's just this kind of sharp feeling to my artwork that I have in my traditional works. So when I go on digital, it's like it comes out softer, and I'm like, how dare you? But both have their perks, and both have, like, I guess, what's it? They're not exact. I wouldn't call it a downside. Not necessarily. More like a certain things that it's just like, oh well, you kind of have to give something up in order to do this. I guess that's one way of putting it. I don't know. That might not be the best way to put it. But yeah, I still do draw traditionally, and I do that just to keep my skills up. And also to help me understand what I'm drawing to, because digital is kind of a interesting medium, right? At least for me when I'm drawing digitally. I just feel like sometimes I'm like, I'm not getting the feel of the drawing of what I want. And then like when I draw it on paper, I'm like, oh, never mind. I understand how to draw it now. And then I draw it again digitally. But yeah. Threatening your art supply is just a daily ritual. Yeah. Yeah, it kinda is. Yeah. Yeah, shoot, speaking of art supplies, like, man, so when I went back to, like, because I wanted to do, like, this big drawing on paper, because I like to work with, like, the watercolor paper, and I like to get the big watercolor paper, because I like to, draw, like, basically posters and stuff. So, I went and I was working on this one drawing because I wanted to do like a specific poster for my book, and I grabbed one of my markers, and like it was like this what was it? I think it was like a frost blue color. I think so. I forget the name of the color, but I was trying to color with it, and that bad boy was dried out. That thing was on fumes. There was nothing left. I was like, oh no. But I had used that color a lot when I was in high school. It was just, it hurt my heart knowing that I'm like, dang, my favorite color is gone. So yeah, I'll have to eventually replace it, but in the meantime, I'm like, I just have to imagine what it would look like if I had it in my hands. It's kind of like the only like sad thing about traditional, but it's still a good it's it's still a medium I enjoy though. I like to sit in my shrimp position and draw on traditional. Okay, now I'm just trying to figure out the color for the hilt. I mean, I don't even like technically I don't like the color of the dress still, but I'm just trying to keep it there just to hold it. You know what? I'm just gonna color the hilt gray for the time being until I can figure some. Excuse me, the grip. I'm like, that's not the hilt. That's the grip of the sword. I mean, well, technically, this whole area would be considered the, like, this whole area right here, not before you get to the blade, is considered the hilt as a whole. But each of them have their own parts. I spent too much time studying the anatomy of a sword. But I don't think hey, you know what? It still works out in my favor. Yeah, I think... I don't know. A part of me is kind of like, man, maybe I should color the hilt red. Or maybe I should just make it like a white color? I don't know yet. Ay, just figuring things out be tough. But it's okay. That's all a part of the process. We trust the process here. That's what we do as artists. Even if you're internally screaming about it. Okay, clean that up a little bit. Oh, I mean, it's not bad with the gray hilt. Yeah, I might keep that. So I'm gonna go back to the dress real quick, and I'm going to mess around with the colors again. I'm thinking about dividing some pieces of it into different, like, little colors and stuff. Let's scrub let's go on image adjustments, hue and saturation. Start figuring it out. Well, I mean, the green is not bad. That one random thought, make it a rainbow. You know what? Look, not this time. Maybe I can go with like this. I mean, Decisions. That's always the tough part about this, trying to make a decision. I think I'm gonna stick with this color. I don't know what the name of this color is, but I'm gonna stick with it. It looks pretty. Do I want to lighten it? Or was it saturated somewhere? Lighten it? Darken it? I think I'm gonna lighten it a bit. So that way it makes like this like it's almost like white, but it's not exactly white. I mean, clearly it's a green? Teal? It's somewhere in that family. But I'm gonna work with this because I actually like it. I feel like it complements the colors well. Oh my god, you know what? I just realized I did not color another part of her hair, which should be right here and here. Oh no. The things I forget to do. Okay, take off the shading and grab that and turn this back on. Ah! You saw nothing. Alright, so I'm gonna color this part in. So as of lately, I've only had 2 songs been playing in my head. Oh, actually I've seen... What was it? Actually I've seen some swords pull off a rainbow color if you want to make it more mystical. Good. I could do that. But I don't know if I want to. That's the only thing. I don't know if I want to. But anyway, let me get back to what I was originally going to say. So I've been having 2 songs in my head, right? As of lately. The one song I keep hearing in my head is City Escape. A classic among classics. And then the other song I had in my head is from Shadow of the Colossus. Which, speaking of Shadow of the Colossus, at some point, I'm probably going to play that on stream. I don't know if I'm going to stream it on this channel or if I'm going to stream it on my gaming channel, but one of these days I'm going to stream that game. I like it so much. It's so sad, but I love it. Oh man, I think I told you guys before that when I played that game with Dad Phoenix, he was watching while I was playing. Like I told him ahead of time, it's a sad game, okay? Like, as it ends sadly, all right. You're not gonna be too pleased about what happens, But it's the adventure. That's the whole point of the game, the adventure, and the fact that we might actually just be the bad guys. But it's okay, we simultaneously entered the world, but we had a great adventure. Oh, this is the wrong color. Ooh, my god, I used the wrong color. But yeah, like I said, I'm like, eventually I'm gonna play that game on stream. Like I said, I really enjoy the game. I never thought I would ended up becoming such a fan of the game though. Like, cause I do remember, like, I think I saw a trailer back when Shadow of the Colossus, like, was announced. I think so. I don't know. Like, 2005 was such a mysterious time for me. In the sense of, well, I either do remember certain games that came out, or I do not remember certain games came out. Have I played those games? I don't know. But at the same time, I remember some of the more, like, certain obscure games. Even if by a little. But, hey. It's whatever. So I said this earlier in the stream too, that this character right here that I'm like coloring right now, which I've been working on forever. Oh, okay. I thought I saw another message. But anyways, I have been working on forever. I say again to repeat and emphasize that I am being dramatic. I don't know what to do with her. Like, look, by the time I finish, I'm like, yeah, I'm finished with this. What do I do with you now? I spent all that time drawing you and coloring and making some mistakes here and there, and Shadow Colossus is dope. Yeah, it is. Yes, Shadow Colossus is very dope. Anyway, back to I don't know what to do with her. Once I finish, I'm like, yeah, another finished drawing. Anyway. I don't know. Will I put her in a story? Will I make her in her own story? Will she just exist as an artwork that I created? And the infinite void of art? Okay, yeah, it's coming together. I like these colors. I need to zoom in on my thing. Yeah, I think I like it. So, let's see. Because there's a jewel on her little, choker. There's a jewel on there. And then there's a jewel on the hilt of the sword, and then other part of the sword too. So I might color some more parts of, like, the more unknown parts, probably gray or something. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But I think I'm gonna just start going into shading the dress now. So let me turn this into a clipping mask. Clipping mask are your friends. That is my advice. Clipping mask are your friends. Yeah, I'm on the brush. Oh. Wait. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong button. I was like, man, where's my eyedropper? Wrong button. Okay, so I'm gonna darken this. So how about that spring weather? It's going great. Like, honestly, I'm like, I don't mind it, but at the same time, I'm just sitting here going like, it's spring. It was cold not that long ago, and now it's just suddenly hot. I have mad complaints about the weather. But there is nothing I can do about it but just accept my fate. And roll over and just be like, oh, okay. That's what I gotta deal with. Wait a minute. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'll fix it in a little bit. This part I'm gonna color that part gold. That way it just looks like it's actually wrapping around or so. Yeah. And y'all, I am like sleepy now. Spring hardly noticed change. Right, exactly. It just doesn't even make up it. You know, being in the south, I do notice rain though. Yeah, it's been raining a lot. Like, that's for sure. I don't know if I really like it. I mean, like, I don't much mind the rain as far as, like, I get to sleep to it, but at the same time, it's just like, eh. It's raining. But this hot and cold weather is just ridiculous, though. Like, I do not like it. It is not my cup of tea. It was like... Because the only thing is, it's like... I'm like, hoping I don't end up catching, like, a cold or something. Because that happened 2 times, right? Since I've been, like, you know, doing YouTube and stuff. Like, or shall I say, getting back into doing YouTube and stuff. I ended up getting sick twice. Was it all in 1 year? Yeah, all in 1 year I got sick twice. Which was way more than what usually happens to me. I'm like, wow, okay. And you know, when that happens, it like pushes back progress. It's like, oh no, I can't work today. I can't do any drawings. I have to sleep. So yeah, basically anytime I'm like, so nowadays what I try to do now is like, as soon as I feel sleepy, I'm like, go to bed. Don't even try to force yourself to stay up. Like, don't do it, because it's gonna backfire huge. It's like, I know you want to finish this drawing, but you can't. Go to bed. So, that's also one of the reasons why, too, I gave myself, like, a bedtime. Like, as if I was back in elementary again. I'm like, yep, time to give myself bedtime. I've been doing my best to follow it. But then, of course, when it comes to those days where I'm like, oh yeah, I slept in. Was it? Oh no, I took the longest nap of all time, so therefore I am now up at night. It's the funniest thing, honestly. At least to me. I find it hilarious that, like, I take a nap and my nap ends up becoming like sleep time. Don't push too hard. I'll try not to. I'll do my best not to. But at the same time, when I want to, you know, there's just so many things I want to do, and there's not a whole lot of time left in the world to do it, essentially. That's just how I see it, of course. But at the same time, what can you do? You know, like, you know, when you need to rest, you have to rest. You know, you can't ignore the fact that you need to rest. And I had to tell myself that, not to ignore the importance of rest. Like, you gotta rest. Like, even if you got, like, something that you need to do and whatnot, it's like, well, yeah, you still need to get some Z's, okay? So you can function the next day. Yeah, so I'm gonna, like, color this darker. I wonder, I hope I have my, my different little pattern brushes on here. Like, if I don't, I'll have to make one. Which is fine by me, I can totally do it. I just don't know what pattern I would make. So I'm gonna do like a light coloring here. Yeah. Oof. So, alright, now what I'll do is like draw this piece of the dress that I didn't draw. Because I looked at it now and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, where did it go? I probably ended up erasing it at some point, like when I was drawing it on stream. And then it's just like, and I'm like, darn. Okay, so it's this layer. I think I'm gonna create another layer above it so that way I can like do the liner that would make sense to it. So, yeah, there you go. And I don't have to do much else. I just have to erase it. Let's see, let me merge this. Oh, hi, Amy. I'm glad you're here. I have to apologize for basically overrunning your notifications for Patreon. I've been posting a lot on there lately. The only thing I could think every time I made a new post, because I was like, oh, I did this drawing and I did this drawing and I want to show everybody. And I'm sitting there going like, an hour late, but I'm here now. Yeah, you know, hey, that's good. I'm glad you're here though. You're welcome. But yeah, it's just like, look, I was trying to make sure that I stayed on top of like updating my Patreon too, and then it got to the point where I was just like, I should show my entire process. It's like, yes, I should show everything that I'm sketching on, working on. So that's what I would be doing from here. Ooh, snap. Y'all saw that? I was drawing on the wrong layer, or shall I say I was coloring on the wrong layer. Goodness gracious. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go right back to where I'm supposed to shade and shade. That was not a, that was a groovy, honestly. It was not. But yeah, like I was saying about the Patreon, yeah, I am trying to do my best in like posting more, but at the same time I'm trying to make sure my posts are not on top of each other. Because technically, as I finish a drawing, or as I draw, I should say, like, because I draw within, like, I guess, sessions? I'll call it sessions. I basically kind of draw in sessions. So, I do one drawing, and then, like, after I reach a certain point where I'm like, man, my brain is like, dang, I don't know if I can keep working on this drawing anymore. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Let's work on a new one. And my brain's like, yeah, let's work on a new one. So, like, I go from one drawing to the next, and I'm like, okay, yeah. And then I'm like, ooh, I could share this with the Patreon. But, like, I noticed within, like, I think it's been 2 weeks, just about, since I've been, like, staying on top of with the updates and stuff. And I'm sitting there going, like, dang, I need to pay attention to when I'm releasing these little, listen to the screenshots of my little whips and stuff, and, any sort of, like, image posts and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I gotta just keep up with all that. I don't know, but hopefully I wasn't overwhelming you, Amy, like, I hope I wasn't. So I'm gonna go with this color of red for the jewels and stuff. Oh, right. To fill you and Minus in, because I don't know if... Oh, Minus tends to like to watch from the shadows for a while. Anyway, I'm still gonna say it anyway. So, I was saying earlier that, I was planning on eventually going to conventions and stuff. And have my own booth and everything. But the plan is to do that, like, after I finish at least 2 of my books. And basically, it's, like, my manga for my Avatar, and then, like, my book for my anthology series. So it's like, yeah, I'm like, the main thing is to get those 2 done. And then I'm like, yeah, I can now go and stuff. So that way I have something there to promote and sell, you know. Oh, okay. No, woo! Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, I colored them on the... you know what? I mean, that's not... You know what? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it exactly how it is. I am not as setty spaghetti about it. I came in late. Was in a whole nother stream, honestly. Ah, that's fair. Yeah, so... Like I said, I am planning on eventually going to cons and stuff. I can turn on the mirror tool for this. I don't have to... Yeah. And, you know, of course, have it where I'm promoting my books and showcasing my books and selling some of my books and stuff too. And of course selling any type of merchandise as well. Cause like, I found this one site where they, or... What do we call that? I want to call it a print shop so badly. I mean, I guess it's kind of what they are, right? Print shop. Anyway, I found this one, thanks to a couple other artists that have been on Artist Alley themselves. I'm like, oh yay, thank you. And they make, like, pins, like, enamel pins and stuff, and, what's it, the little keychains, and I was like, finally, I found somebody who could do that, and they're on one site. It's not like I have to use multiple sites, it's all on one site. So I was like, okay, cool, yeah, I'm gonna have to see what their stuff looks like, eventually, but not at this time, because, I'm not doing that right now. But I also had to, like, because I started planning ahead, like, exactly what my budget will be and whatnot, and what stuff I will have made, like what characters will be made in the keychains. I literally have a list. And I had to narrow it down. I was like, okay, who's gonna become a keychain and who's not? Now, for my Tail Ada Linda characters, I'm like, I don't know, y'all might not get the love this time. Y'all might just stay as the merchandise that I have on my other store. Speaking of merch store, I'm still currently in the process of, making it? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of sort of neglected my own store. Only because of the fact that I've been really focusing on another company store. FBS Consulting Solutions is the company I work as an intern for. And, I've been mostly been working on their, little merch store. And I'm like, oh yeah! I like, went through and just, like, upgraded that bad boy. And... nowadays I'm looking at my own and all of a sudden I go like, dang, this thing's bare bones. I got nothing on here. I was like, man, I don't even like the merch that I have now. I was like, I'm gonna have to upgrade my own stuff eventually. So yeah, eventually I'm gonna have to like pick a day and just like work on my own merchandise and stuff. But in the meantime, I'm like, yeah, just leave it be. Also, speaking of, merchandise on top of that too, I had recently closed down my Redbubble store, so it is no longer available. Um, I tried to make sure I removed the links and stuff off of my videos or whatnot, or wherever. So yeah, in case y'all are like, hey yo, what happened to it? Yeah, I deleted it. And then look, Teespring is next. Okay, yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'm like Teespring is next. I have so many complaints about that store. I'll eventually talk about it later, but not right now. I don't. Maybe I should have all kept all the shines on one side. That way there's some consistency. So essentially it's like that, and then I do one like this. Yeah, and then I'm gonna grab the white. I'm gonna do the same technique I did for Thana and Antos' hair. If you have seen that video, you know what I'm talking about. If you have not, I do recommend you to go watch it. Oof, my voice tried to go out on me. I think I'm gonna tone down on that. Hold on, I'm just gonna... Yeah, there you go. It's so shiny! Okay, and then I'm gonna do the other trick I did, which is with the, stained glass. That's what I did for the, what's her face? I like how I can't remember my own character's name. It's great. Well, I mean, then again, she was kind of one-off kind of character that I made on a whim. But that's it. It's the She Who Bears No Name. Yeah, that's who it was. Oh, ha! She doesn't have a name. Anyway, yeah, it was that video in particular where I used the stained glass as a way to make a like a little texture for the jewel. So I'm gonna do that exact same thing. I'm gonna fill it in. Let me make this a different color. I think I'm gonna make it kind of like a pink color. I know I decided against it at first, but I might actually commit to it. Okay. Yeah, so then I have to find... I'm going to... Let's see. So I'm gonna go with that shade of pink, and then I'm going to go with... maybe an orange color? I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Alright, so we're gonna go under filter, filter gallery. It went over to the other side of my screen. It's huge, as you can see. Let me like shrink this down so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay. And bring it down to like 25? Okay, 12. I do have to say, it renders a lot faster than like my MacBook, my poor MacBook. That thing was like chugging. And I got to this part and the stained glass and it was like, what do you think you're doing? I'm like, well, you know, I'm just trying to make it work. I don't even, you can't even see the difference. Alright. Listen up the thickness. Can I make? Yeah, I want to make it bigger. And shrink it down a bit. Bring it up a bit. I'm gonna go like that. Red. You're right. It's just red. Ooh, hold on. Linear? I think I like linear light. I might want to stick with that. I don't know. Let me see the other ones. Vivid light. I mean, it's just super red. And then you got hard light. Yeah, it kind of gives it like a pink, soft light overlay. Choices. Wait a minute. This. Ooh, kind of like how he looks, but how does Divide actually looks pretty cool? What do y'all think? Y'all want to stick with Divide? I think that looks pretty cool because it's kind of got like this fiery look to it. I'm gonna stick with that. Still would like to hear your opinion on it though. Okay, so I'm gonna do the shading on the gold pieces. Create a clip mask and grab this. Well, first let me convert this back and then grab my signature brush. Go back in your place. I'm trying to grab the gold. I'm like, what am I looking for? Gold. Okay, so we're gonna start shading this in. Oh yeah, so for the JL Phoenix manga, right? So that's the manga with my avatar, in case somebody doesn't know. I had to rewrite it. I was like, I sat there for a minute staring at it, because this is also one of the reasons why I couldn't continue the story any further, and why I was just like, man, and why I was just kind of stuck as far as like really picturing where to go with it. I had to like completely like kind of overhaul it. Oh, hold on one second. No. I colored this on the wrong layer. Anyway, like I said, I had to completely like redo the story and like try again. Because I was like, no, that's... Because basically, it wasn't making a lot of sense to me. And I was like, well, if it's not making sense to me, how do you think it's gonna... How do you think other people are gonna respond to it, right? Like... There you go. And I was like, what are you doing? I'm gonna release this clipping mask, and then I'm gonna merge these two. And then I'm gonna put the clipping mask back. Bam! Alright, I got it. Woohoo! Woohoo! But yeah, like I said, I was like, I had to just redo it because I was just like, I was not satisfied with how it was, what I had. I just wasn't satisfied with it. I was just like, no, it just was not flowing well for me. And that's one thing, I guess you could say that's kind of one of the difficult parts about, like, writing sometimes. Like, sometimes you're writing a story with a good concept, right? But then, like, it just feels like it's just not going anywhere after a while, and you're just like, dang, okay, well, let me rewrite it. But after a certain point, you do have to write something down, because it's like, well, you know, you can't keep rewriting it forever. Or could you? Dot dot. But yeah, I was just like, yeah, you know, I gotta figure something out. So I did, eventually, after kind of sort of sleeping on it, leaving it alone for a while, focusing more on my novel, and then I went back and I was just like, oh yeah. I gave them an actual, like I put an actual antagonist in chapter 1, so yeah. For those of you who are on the Patreon, you got a glimpse of who he was, and I think I mentioned his name too. Yeah, I did. I said his name and I mentioned who he was. Yeah, so y'all got to see just a snippet. So if I'm thinking, depending on how long it takes for me to do this piece and if my brain is willing to let me, because I have kind of a headache, but that's okay. But I was like thinking about like working on his like character sheet on stream a little bit, just to kind of be like, oh yeah, he exists, woo. You know, I was just thinking about it. Depends on if I am able to. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, and then yeah. Alright, I had to make sure I was on the same layer. I was like, I hope I'm on the same layer. That would suck if I was not. But yeah, so I had gave him an actual antagonist, which made the chapter a lot easier for me to write, or kind of come up with ideas and stuff. Right now, I'm just in the process of like, really finalizing the concept, pretty much. Be like, okay, where exactly, like, because I always try to think about the beginning and the end, and then I just fill things in the middle. That is my method for writing. I think about the beginning and the ending, and then I come in and fill everything else in. It's kind of like making a sandwich. You get your bread first, the top and bottom bread, and then, you add the other stuff to your sandwich to make it. I hit my mic. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna... Okay, I think that's as far as I want to go. Yeah. It's so shiny! The shiny gold. I notice I like to do that, like make all the gold and like metallic things. I like saying sandwiches come in different shapes and sizes. Yeah. Yes, you are correct. That's why I'm like, when it comes for me writing stories, I treat it like I'm making a sandwich. So your short story could be simply like a small sandwich, and your longer stories could be like a burger. Which I don't know if burgers are considered sandwiches, but we're considering that today. Okay, so I want to add another color, but I think I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, it's not that much different from the one I just used. I mean, there's it's kind of a difference. It's Medallo. Oi. I mean, oh, actually, I can, boom, do it like that. Yeah, cut my work in half. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna like color this part, this color, after I like spent my whole... Can you let me scroll, please? I don't know why the taskbar is just bullying me. It does it to me every stream. No. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back over that part. Hold on, let me do that while that's on my mind. I came up with a funky rhyme. Oh, hold on, let me get rid of this. Okay, cool. Oh, I forgot to get the back of the hair. Okay. But then again, I am kind of jumping around the piece in general. Like, I'm just like going from piece to piece to piece to piece to piece. Yeah. And just kind of like, oh my god, on the wrong layer. And then just kind of like filling stuff in as I go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I don't know, what do you guys think so far? Like, what do you think of the piece so far? Do you like it? I like it. But I want to know if y'all like it. Okay, so I'm thinking, because I could like me go into a different layer too while I'm at it. And I'm thinking like possibly doing like something right about here. That way we kind of break up the colors a bit, like I've been saying earlier. Oh, yes, a lovely reminder to you all. Very pretty. Yay, thank you. I will be streaming with Mom Phoenix very soon. This will be like come June 1st? Yeah, June 1st. Come June 1st. That's when I will be streaming with Mom Phoenix. Yay. Mother-daughter stream. Woohoo. And she'll be talking about, like, you know, writing, storytelling and stuff. I'll be asking her a gazillion questions about it. Because unlike me, she's a published author. More than once. Don't worry, I'll brag about her accolades in, like, during that stream. I'll be like, okay, this is exactly what she's done. This is how many books she's done. So, yeah. But definitely this will be a perfect opportunity to possibly get some questions answered that you may have about like writing and being an author and all that lovely job. Yeah. Let's see. What else? What else? I know there was something else I also want to mention too. I know I mentioned a lot of things in the early half of the stream, especially with like goals and stuff. Speaking of, I'm going to restate one of the big goals that I had specifically for this channel. I want to be able to reach 1K subscribers before the end of the year. That is the goal. But you know, if that doesn't happen, that's okay. You know, at least if we could get halfway there, that would be good too. But that's the main goal, the overarching goal. I figured I should start sharing a lot of my goals and stuff that I have for my channel, and I should share my goal for Patreon too, huh? Yeah, I figure I should start sharing some of my goals and stuff just to give y'all some insight into what's going on in this brain of mine. So you guys can also be in on the secrets. But, you know, still a little weird for me to do it though. I'm just trying. All we could do is try, honestly. dry everything. There's pieces of her skin that I didn't color in, or that I missed. That's the only thing when it comes to me coloring with brighter colors. Now, if I had color... Okay. There's a solution to every single problem. that's all I gotta say. As far as the overarching point, right? But I could have just colored in my canvas like with like a dark gray or something. Boy, what's the fun in that? I like actually making art more complicated for myself. Nah, I kid, but still. Okay, so there's parts of this I need to erase, but I also need to color in. Okay, so this is actually pieces of the clothing. Okay. It's right here. Okay. And then I gotta erase this part right here. Oh, right. Patreon goal, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna kind of give a brief insight into my Patreon goal. So I have my goal for it is to at least have 100 people on there. So that way, you know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna explain myself on that. I just want at least 100 people on Patreon. It's better than... Well, actually, no, wait. No. I should stop. Let me stop right there. Just leave it as... Yeah, it's just... That's one of the things that I had in mind. I was like, oh yeah, I would like to have at least 100 people on here. The only thing is, it's just getting used to, like, telling people I have it. Because some people don't know. I was like, I got it! Okay, it exists! It's real! Yeah, okay, I think I like it so far. In case y'all don't know, I'm actually... I'm not really looking at my tablet. I'm kind of looking at, like... Oh, I hit my computer. My wrist! Ow! Anyway, I'm looking at my drawing on the window on my, on OBS. I'm looking at it on there just to see how it looks like on there. I don't know, something about looking at it through the recording gives me a different perspective. I don't know why. Maybe it's because, like, I'm looking at it from a distance or something. I don't know. I don't know. I can't explain that phenomenon. Instead of saying phenomenon, it's phenomenon. Phenomena. Do. Phenomena. Do. I can feel it, boys and girls. We're at the end. We're almost done. I can finally say farewell to this piece. I might have to make, like, another, what do you call it? My brain's buffering right now. I can't remember what it's called. Another, like, canvas. There you go. Yeah. So that way I can do, like, the background. Because I think this one has, eaten up enough space as is. Wait a minute. Yeah, you're in the... I figured. I was like, wait a minute. Aren't you in the wrong category? Yeah, it's supposed to be, like, a bluish color. How dare you turn teal? That isn't even the right color that I decided. Oops. Oh well. So another thing too, I wanted to talk about as well. Next to a gazillion other things I wanted to talk about. Woohoo! But anyway, so while I was drawing the other character that is with that falls in the same art series as Thana and Thana and Antos. I was listening to the soundtrack for Shadow of the Colossus, which is why I brought it up earlier, and I was also listening to I also listened to was it Ico? Is it pronounced Ico or is it pronounced Eco? Dang, I don't know what I have no idea what how you pronounce the title of that game. It's either Ico or Eco. But yeah, I was listening to that soundtrack, and I was listening to the soundtrack of The Last Guardian, which The Last Guardian, I've never played that game, but then I didn't play Ico either. Ico. I hadn't played either of those games either. Did Ico ever get remastered? I feel like it did at some point. Like there was a remaster at some point. I don't know. Maybe I was dreaming it. Or maybe somebody was using an emulator. Who knows? I don't know. I have to look into it. And then come in with a lighter color. Do it like that. But yeah, I was listening to both those soundtracks together while I was drawing the other character, which I am not going to reveal her name yet, but I will let you know it is a girl. Yoo-hoo. Surprise, it's a girl. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking to myself, okay, I'm officially done, I get to move on. No, I am not. Look at the spots I'm missing. I'm missing this area, I didn't even get this going. I'm like, I'm not done, I hadn't even shaded this. Can't jump to the next thing just yet. The goal is to finish. We must. This layer because I don't need it anymore. Ooh, kind of want to do a pattern on the dress. I said that earlier, but I think I really want to do it now. I shall do so. I am committing. This shall be done. Oh, so another thing I want to talk about too. So recently, I had finally gotten around to finishing up the last season for Sonic Prime. And I just have to say, I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I enjoyed the Sonic Prime series. It was really good. I'm not trying to say a whole lot for it because of the fact that I don't know if somebody hasn't seen it and I didn't want to spoil it. Not even a background. Oh, right. Yes. Yeah, the background. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was like, oh man, I gotta do this on third. Right, the background is a thing I have to do. But yeah, like I said, I had finally finished watching Sonic Prime and I was just like, I'm satisfied by this ending. But at the same time, I do want to see more. I have a butterfly brush? How long ago have I had this? I didn't even know I had it. Okay. So, like, I wonder, will it look good? I'm gonna use this color. getting butterflies on her dress. She's having a butterfly dress. Yeah. You know, I could have just put this brush on a jitter. I don't know why I'm like making it more complicated for myself. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the other one. Where's the other butterfly brush? Here you go. There's more. Oh boy. I still can't believe I had this brush. I wonder how long ago I got this. It's probably like back in like middle school or something. I was like collecting brush like I was collecting Pokemon. Is this brush getting any bigger? I can't tell. Oh, I see it. It's just really tiny. I'm gonna grab the multiple butterflies again. 2. I gotta be careful with this keyboard, Jesus. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab this one and then put that right there. Yeah! Hey! And then I'm gonna just... Oh no, actually it's not bad as a screen, but it's just kind of hard to see though. Or just color. But I would probably have to turn it down a little bit because it is kind of hard to see because it's a brighter color. I'm trying to make a choice. Alright, I'm gonna use luminosity. And then I'm going to use the magic of opacity and turn that down a little bit. Yeah, there you go. I like that. Yeah! And then I can have where her background has like butterflies. That'll do. And then I'm gonna go back to my other brush, this one right here. So that way I can do the sword. And then I can do the background because I was about to be like, okay, I finished coloring everything, I'm done. There's a background, JL. You can't forget that background, huh? Okay, alrighty. I think I'm gonna leave that gray. I'm just gonna color this. Minus, I might actually take your suggestion of like kind of doing like maybe like a rainbow like color on the blade or something. Make it a magic sword. Yeah. Scroll down a little bit, thank you. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna start with like the blue. And then I'm gonna erase this one. Oh, right. I meant to ask, again. Can y'all hear the music? Cause I listened to the last stream and I found out, like, the music wasn't, like, playing, essentially. Cause, like, I can hear it on my end, but I'm like, can y'all hear it on your end? Please confirm. Give y'all a moment to spend. Okay. Ooh, I might make it like, use like frost colors. Loud and clear. Okay, good. That's good to know. The music's not overpowering me, is it? Like, I know I set up my levels, but I need to also ask that question too, because I'm like... like, I don't want to go the whole stream and be like, oh yeah, actually we could barely hear you. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a bunch of blues and purples. That's what I'm gonna do for this sword. And of course add some pinks in there too, because why not? That's how we know it's a magic sword. There you go. A little bit. Okay, I will turn this down. Turn me up. Yeah, that way I'm a little louder. And turn up my mic a little bit. Wow, look at it! Oh my god! I love the colors! So pretty! I'm gonna go with this color. Ooh, and then I can come in with a lighter purple, like this, and put it over, and then yeah. Ooh, actually, hold on. Wait, I'm gonna undo that real quick. And I actually put it under this so that way I can do like an effect with that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna like create shadows and stuff with this, and then have like the pink, blue, and purple kind of like make like a overlay over it, so that way it comes out looking like it's a magical sword. Sorry, computer. Why are you what? Oh, what's open on my other screen? No? Then why are you making that? Why are you making that sound effect? Okay, so it was just being weird. Thanks. computer, for being my friend. Thank you for being my friend. Now, let me try this again. Oh man, when I finally finish this. And then I'm gonna come up with a darker color and come around like that. And then come in with a lighter one. And that's not that light, but I can make it lighter. That's white. There we go. That's light enough. Foolish samurai warrior wielding a magic sword. Hold on, wait, I'm gonna see if I can try and do it in a Ku's voice. Foolish samurai warrior wielding a magic sword. Stuck in my head every time I hear magic sword. As it should. That is a Ku. Yeah, I think I'd go with it. I could make it an overlay or a soft overlay, which kind of dulls it a little bit. Hard, light, vivid, linear, pin, hard mix, different, still. I was about to call exclusion, delusion. Something is wrong. I need to go to bed. I'm seeing things. Hue. I mean, that's not a whole lot of hue right there. Saturation. Oh, look at that. It's just really purple. Color. Luminosity. I mean, it looks more gray, but... Thanks. Thank you. Okay. Now I have to make a decision. But I'm gonna leave it to you guys anyway, because, you know, it's... Why wouldn't I ask my fellow Phoenix fans? Yeah, that's what I'm officially calling you guys, the fellow Phoenix fans. Because alliteration, even though they're not all spelled... They're all gonna be spelled the same. The fans is gonna be spelled with the PH, because it's cool. But, so, soft light or overlay? Which do y'all think? Soft light or overlay? Because, like, either or could really work. But I'm like, one is more saturated than the other. So... I'm gonna give y'all a moment to, like, make a decision. In the meantime, I will focus on coloring this jewel that I missed. Yoink. Oh! I'm like, whoa, hold on, why is it yellow? Why indeed? Me and that one other guy. You know, right. And then we're gonna come out with white, just to make it more lighter. Make it look like that bad boy is like glowing. It's shiny. Looks like forbidden candy. Ooh, I think soft light is good. Soft light? Okay. I'll stick with soft light. Yeah. That thing's green now. Okay. La 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 la. Bam. Now we're on soft light. I'm gonna have to probably change to the divide. Alright, let me zoom out again. Ooh. Ooh. You know what? I think I'm done. No, wait, I'm not done. Ah! I have fooled myself. How could I possibly believe that I could become a Jedi? Your master has deceived you to believe you can become a Jedi. That wasn't very groovy. Okay. So I'm gonna go back again and go like this, just to get the shadows, make that thing super shadowy, boy. Oh, come on, Minus. You would often give me disappointed looks, please. I feel like I'm using the... So, like, I was thinking to myself, man, I think I'm using the wrong brush. I was. That's why I wasn't, like, coloring the way it should have. I was like, man, it's not like relying on my pressure, you know? It's like, it's not listening to me! And then I find out, oh yeah, you're on the wrong brush. And it's like, oh. Eh. Though this emote is exclusive to YouTube, I just love the energy of the face. I can imagine. I can imagine why. Honestly, anytime I see it, I'm like, I can only picture you using it. The Minus look of disappointment. Okay, so I'm gonna come in with these lighter parts, making it very particular, very specific. You gotta be very meticulous, specific with this. Then come in with a lighter yellow. I'd draw my avatar's face over it if I got the time. Hey, I do it. I want to see it. Of course, when you have time. Okay, and then I got this, the grip, and then I'll be good. I'm gonna keep the grip gray. I know I've said this before, but I will be keeping it gray because it actually looks pretty good with it. Wow, look at it. Oh my god. The colors worked out! That's why we trust the process. Even if it looks like it's jacked, just trust the process. Just go with it. It'll look great later on. And then I'm gonna come in like with a lighter gray color then? Like that. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna do some more like lighting stuff. Maybe. Right, maybe? Nah. I'm gonna like. Woo! We did it! We're done with this one! Woohoo! Yeah! Now all I have to do is save my progress and make another. Make another canvas. Let me do that. So, file new. I think this is 11 by 17 as well. So I was go ahead and. No wait, hold on. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna actually make a duplicate. Well, before I actually do make a duplicate, let me like No, hold on. I'll just. Please go to my other screen. Thank you. Okay. Where did I save this originally? Tis a new problem. I don't know where I originally saved this. Did I save it under my stream stuff? I did! Oh. Never mind. That was in the right place. And then I'll call it, there we go. Hit save. Continue. Alright, and then I'm gonna open it up. Give me 1 second. I gotta grab the file again. Yeah, go ahead, open it. Yes. Woohoo! Alright, now I can get rid of these folders after I remove this. There. Hey. That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay, and then I'm gonna merge these because I don't need to do anything else with that. Okay, now on to the background. What will I do with the background? I don't know what to do with the background. Oh boy. Okay, so I think I'm going to go and find Pinterest Would you guys care to go on a journey to Pinterest with me? To try and find a background? I'm pretty sure it'll be a fun adventure. We'll get trapped in the rabbit hole together. I'm already getting distracted. Okay, in five minutes. Oh! Ooh, I think I know what I want to do. Yeah, I think I have a general idea. Question, you draw landscape? I can. But I don't think I want to do that for this drawing. I don't know. That depends. Actually, hold on. Let me look up some landscape. Hold on. I'm gonna bring Pinterest over here. Hello, you guys can see what I'm doing on Pinterest. Okay, so I'm gonna like look up some like landscape drawings and stuff. So look at it be like land. Ooh. Space first, and then escape. Yeah. Please, just give me some. No. Let's see. Okay, I think I have a general idea of what I'm kind of thinking. I'm gonna sketch it out real quick. So let me like move you back. I don't need you anymore, Pinterest, thank you. Yeah, I think I came up with a very good idea of what I'm looking for. Alright, so I'm gonna like turn her off real quick, and I'm going to get a vertical thing here. I'm going to grab my pencil brush because we are about to sketch an environment. Or sketch a background. So I'm thinking like maybe doing like this balcony? So, well, let me put her back in. So we can have it like that, right? And then it's just... I shouldn't be putting this much effort into the little railing, but I will be doing that. Because why not? Yeah, okay. That way she's like standing in front of this railing. And then I can do like, maybe like a not like a mountain range. What am I thinking? Well, let me like, I'm gonna go ahead and like draw the balcony. Turn it off. You got zoom down. I just noticed I was like drawing with gray. How great. think I'll go too crazy with it. Yeah. You know what? And I don't even know if I want to fully commit to it. It's like, I'm thinking to myself, like, man, do I want to? Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna make a simple background instead. Yeah. But thanks for the suggestion nonetheless, though. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm really feeling it. I'm not feeling the landscape. Only because, like, she's so, she's, like, the main focus of the picture anyway. So I was like, yeah, nah, I don't think it's gonna work for what is going on here. But I will have her do something else. So I'm getting like a dark color. I mean, your call if you don't want to. Hey. But I still at least like try the idea, but you know. How dare you leave me? Yeah. I just had another idea hit me, you know, while I was doing this. Now go back to Dirk. And then, I don't know if I have my sparkle brush. I hope I do. That would suck if I don't. Usually I just do watercoloring to fill in the space. Hey. That works too. I just kind of do whatever, like, I guess kind of comes to mind. And if it fits for what I'm, like, for what's there. No, I don't have. Where's. Gosh, my voice. Hey, take a seat. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can try and find my sparkle brush. It's in here somewhere, right? I don't have it in here. Or do I? It might be. Hold on. I have my glitter brush. Or I have a glitter brush. I should have added on here. Did it add the glitter brush? Where we go? There it is. Here it is. Glitter. Oh my god! Glitter! And I'm gonna flip this brush. We wanted a 90-degree angle. Or negative 180. Yeah, negative 180. Yeah. Nah, I don't think I want it like that. Never mind, we're gonna make it sparkle it. Yes. We gotta make it sparkly. No, sorry, 180 was correct. No, wait, negative 180. No, but then that's upside down. Wait. Negative 90, that's what it was, yeah. Set time. I like this. It looks pretty. Right? Yeah, I like how this looks. Alright, and then I'm gonna do... What is this? What have you done? Excuse me, Adobe, why did you change how this looks? I don't like this menu. Oh, all complaining aside, I'm going to try and find a color lookup. Alright. Stripped to not the... Oh wow, it's just red and green. Oh, well, candlelight actually looks nice, but I don't know if I really want to go with that today. Oh, crisp warm. I don't know if I want that. Crisp winter? It's too blue. Drop blues. No blue. Edgy amber. Ah, yes. Edge. Fall colors. That actually doesn't look half bad, but I don't know if I really want that. Film stock never does it really. No. The choices I have to make for what filter I want. Oh, I have to do something with horror blue at some point. Late sunset. Moonlight. My guiding moonlight. Do 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 do. I think I'm gonna use soft warm. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. And then make some intense shadows while I'm at it. Alright, so that makes 60. Excuse me, I thought I put you on 60. Enter. Leave. Go back. Okay. I'm gonna zoom out. This is not perfect, but it's close enough. Alright, brightness and contrast. Bring that up, but bring this down. And then reselect. Inverse selection. Brightness, contrast again. Darken that to the extreme and then up the contrast. And then go back to this brush. Bring down the size of that brush. Okay. So I'm going to figure out what to do. Yes. Okay, so I need a black. so then we'll switch this for white. Can you let me zoom out, please? It's not letting me zoom out. Oh my god, I gotta manually do it. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Let's go. And then I'm going to photo filter. Okay, so I think I'm gonna add another one. Hey, I think we're good as far as everything that I could possibly do for this. I think that's not the color I want to use. Nothing like trying to get your signature right on your own drawing. Yeah. Alright, I'm done with this. Woo. Woohoo. Drawing finished. Yeah. Yay. And it's 8:03. Okay, well, yeah. With that being said, I think I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, that drawing took me a minute, but I finished. Yay! I think I'm gonna post the finished version of this over on Patreon, but yay! Let's start. Okay, thank you guys for joining me on today's stream. It means a lot. I know I wasn't doing nearly as much. You know what? No, there's nothing I can say that can say I wasn't doing something this time. Anyway, once again, thank you all for joining. For those of you who missed some of the the goals and stuff that I listed, that I said it earlier in the video, so I do recommend you watch the stream from the beginning if you missed all of that. With that being said, I want to give a special shout out to my Patreon supporter, The Ocean Shock. Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot. And thank you, all of my other Phoenix fans, for subscribing to the channel. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, I suggest you subscribe right now, especially if you want to see more art from me and see more story-related artwork and characters, and even see more streams of me talking about random stuff. Yeah. With that being said, don't forget to leave a like. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts. Did you enjoy today's stream? Do you want to see more of this types of streams? Is there any types of videos you want to see me do in the future? That you can comment that down below too. I think I said it all.